We're back. We'll do calls of the day. We're going to start with Ulta, Joe. Upgraded to buy from hold at Loop. You own it in the Joe T. Price target to $520 from $490. That's a pretty significant upside there that they see. A rare, attractive entry point is the commentary behind the call.
I would agree with that. This is a stock that's been owned in the strategy since July of 2021. And this is an opportunity. At the end of May, you had an earnings-driven sell-off from 480 down to 440. It washed out further down to 400. And stock right now is sitting at 440, making a little bit of a comeback. But this is an opportunity to get into a franchise, okay, that has distinguished themselves as best in breed in terms of beauty, and more specifically, luxury beauty. And that's what's coming back. And to Josh's point before, if the economy does have the degree of resiliency, yes, sometimes the stock market is not the economy, but sometimes if the economy can be stronger than anticipated, the luxury brand will benefit, and that will have a direct effect on Ulta Beauty, which trades at a ridiculously reasonable valuation at 18 times. I know you're paying attention to that.
Okay, I'm paying attention. I'm best in breed and beauty, by the way.
This was no.
Go ahead, Scott.
No.
Continue.
No, you're not Ulta. You're not Ulta anything as it relates to that. Josh, stock summit pick.
Yeah.
Was Ulta.
Honestly, I forgot that I picked this. All right, I don't own it. But gross profit margins are actually up in 2023 versus 2021 when people said they were peaking. Back then, it was a 35% gross margin. Now it's 40%. The business is actually getting better, not worse. They've also grown revenue in the double digits 9 straight quarters in a row. The problem, I think, here is the comps. The last 2 quarters have been slowing growth, but still very good growth. So I think actually Joe is going to be on the right side of this one. This is probably more of an opportunity to buy than sell. I have not personally bought it, but I do have it on my radar, and it might be something where I step in. I think Ulta's got a really dominant franchise in a tough but great business. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they can stabilize that growth rate, that you'll see investors come back into it.
Joe, Chipotle also is on our list today. It was reiterated outperform at Ray J. So you own that in the Joe T.
And let's, again, I'll be critical of the strategy. It lost momentum in January. So we had the quarter where we were not in the stock. We've been in the stock since April of 2021. Again, it's best in breed in the quick serve restaurant business. They have figured out through exceptional management strategies how to deliver to the customer beyond the traditional way. The traffic in the store has been strong and the momentum has returned. And this is a name that I think is a must own if you're looking at quick serve restaurants.
Liz, how do you see the consumer related stocks right now? Not staples, but more discretionary in name, whether it's restaurants, retail, or whatever.
I was really enjoying all of these guys talking about luxury beauty products. Look, I think there are
they have any idea?
A few industries, yeah.
Especially Weiss.
A few industries.
That's really where your enjoyment was coming from. We all know, but please.
Sure.
I digress.
If you do see a downturn coming, I think there are a few industries that are sort of insulated from that. You've got pets, you've got weddings, you've got beauty products, and you've probably got alcohol in those categories too. So there are some stocks out there, there are some names out there that I think probably can weather a storm pretty well. Also, as somebody who has been concerned about the economy and the consumer spending picture for a while, here's the thing, the consumer will keep spending as long as the consumer is employed. And we've just gone through a 30-day to 60-day period where the market has rallied, inflation has come down, housing looks great. There's really no reason today for the consumer to feel worried about stuff. They're going to keep spending money. And the first place that you see it show up when they pull back is durable goods, not these smaller spends. So still a little bit of room to go probably.
You know, a lot of times advisors will say to me, how do I invest around millennials? How do I invest around gens? How do I invest around future generations? Both of these stocks are a great example of that. Ulta Beauty and Chipotle are specifically names that a younger generation, they're utilizing those brands, and that's a great way.
I would say don't leave out the chunky millennial. And let's put up a chart of Shake Shack, which has crushed Chipotle this year. SHAK, Patty, come on, get me up there. At a girl. Okay, so this stock is up 75% this year. It's not in the S&P 500, but if it were, I think it would be a top 25 stock. They don't do AI, I can assure you. I have yet to experience an AI chicken sandwich. But this is another.
They seem to know what you want before you know.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true. I can't deny that. Give me a pound on that one. What are you doing after the show?
I wish I was going to Shake Shack with you.
I don't even go. The truck just follows me. It's weird. I don't know.